Hey guys, it's Sims here, and today I am trying Little Simsie's New Year New Shell Challenge. And I was going to make it into a restaurant. That was my original plan. So you'll see in the build that I had like the waiter station. However, um, I forgot to add a bathroom, and I forgot to add a place where the cooks could cook. So instead, I turned it into a bar, which isn't the greatest thing because of the fact there's still a waiter station upstairs, I think, and a host deck, and there's lots of seating. But I mean, who says you can't go to the bar and get chips with your sim and then sit and eat? I mean, it doesn't really make much sense, but yeah, so that's how it's gonna be. So right now I am doing the exterior. It was honestly pretty easy. This didn't take me that long. It took me under an hour. This part I had a little, it was just a little tricky because I decided to go back and make it a balcony, but it really didn't take me that long um to do it. Also, I haven't posted in a while, and I'm gonna try and post a little more, especially cottage living because I've seen that a lot of people like that one. So I'll post more of that. But we're just moving along into some of the exterior, and I have a weird thing with my builds where I do the exterior first. I mean, like usually you'll build the exterior, but I decorate the exterior. I'll like if I'm building a house, I'll put like the pool and the benches and the play sets before anything else. So that's what I'm doing. But Sims news, there are two new kits coming out, I think. A bathroom clutter kit, which, why? I mean, that's something kind of random that they probably could have included those items in the clutter kit, and instead of making it a kit, maybe make it a stuff pack, a clutter stuff pack, so that they didn't have to make two kits. But no, that's not how it works. You need to get the two packs. You need to get the money on the two different packs. And then the swimwear kit. I'm not really sure what the other kit is. It's not that clear. But I don't know. I'm just kind of disappointed on how they're making kids because kids don't come with that much content, and like it's kind of just like there. And I think that it would be better if they spent their time in making bigger packs. But since Project Renee is coming, I have a feeling that they are going to start to stop making new content. And if they do that, I want updates on wedding stories, which I don't have because yeah, it's apparently not great. Um, so I don't have that. But high school years, wait, no, that one's fine. I mean, hmm, it was Dine Out that I meant to say. Dine Out, like, it's still quite laggy, and like, I think I was talking about how I don't have the mod that basically fixes Dine Out that came out recently, and I think I was talking about, I don't know if I was talking about it on here in one of my videos, but I was saying how modders should be adding to the game and they shouldn't have to be fixing what's already in it. So I think it's just a little ridiculous. But I don't know if you can see the lot type says restaurant, which I don't show on camera. And yeah, I don't show that on camera. Um, and I was gonna say I might not show the builds. I'll do it, okay? After I'll show the builds and what I did because I added a bathroom and I just made it a bar. I literally just on the top I have a bunch of tables, and but in on the right side of the inside where the door leads to the balcony, I just got rid of the table and I put a bathroom there, and I feel like this is not the greatest shell challenge that I've ever done. Definitely not. I did a hobbit hole, for the circle shell challenge, but I was too late on that one, but I still wanted to do it anyways. And then I also made a floral wedding cafe, which was really cool. It had an underground painting thing. I was on time. I didn't get picked for that one either. So if this one gets picked, like I think I don't know, because this one isn't that great, honestly. I tried to add some more landscaping to make it look better, but eh, doesn't look great. Um, but yeah, I think if The Sims is going to kind of shift into Project Renee, which I'm assuming everyone is assuming this the Project Renee is The Sims 5, right? Because like I know because I hate for all of us to be hyping up The Sims 5 and then it ends up being like Sims 4 medieval version or like hide and I was gonna say hide and seek, but that's no. Like multiplayer, da da da, and I kind of hate for that to happen. So I'm hoping it doesn't. Um, so yeah, I I just feel like if they're gonna stop producing, if they're gonna produce content like what they're doing, like I mean the clutter kit was quite good. I don't have that one yet. I don't have like any of the kits. Um, like I feel like if they're just gonna produce small batches of content, like I don't know if they've done an SDX drop in a while, and they sure I at least I don't think they have, and they were doing some really nice things like putting in hairs and just some items, but then I feel like they may have forgot about that. And like I feel like instead of just giving us kits, they should be maybe giving us more SDX drops and maybe putting their effort into bigger packs that might apply to more people, because how many people are going to buy a bathroom clutter kit? We already have a decent amount of bathroom clutter. We have a whole section where it's like towels and soap and like I don't know if we necessarily need, even in the normal clutter section, we have like hair dryers and nail polish and shampoos and colognes. I don't know. So like I feel like we don't really need that. Updates would be nice because they said they were going to start updating and then they just updated Spa Day and was like, bye. I have a feeling they only did that because they wanted to add nails. They didn't want to add it in an SDX drop. They didn't want to add it in a base game update, and they wanted to make it so that you still have to pay for the cute nails. I think that's what happened there because they didn't want, they also can't make a whole new pack about nails when there's a Spa Day pack, which would make sense for nails to have been added in. So I think they just said we're going to be doing more updates and then never did. Like, if you're doing more updates, why isn't Dine Out being updated? Why isn't Wedding Stories being updated? Why was Wedding Stories released when it was broken? Like, I haven't got it because I really wanted that pack, but when it came, of course, before it came out, like, I was looking at reviews and stuff, and it was broken, and I was so mad about that. Like, it's so disappointing. Here, right there, this is not a bathroom. This is like a staff room and how you get into the bar area. I kind of liking to think because it's not the most functional. I'm thinking more like you walk in, it's more of a bar kind of place, but you can also like, I don't know, sit. Maybe they order takeout and they deliver it to you and they make you pay for the takeout and like 10 extra dollars or like the tax or the delivery fee. I don't know. I feel like this was kind of a little fail on my part. I really like the idea. If I were to do this, I think I'd make it way bigger. I feel like this idea was a little bit too big for the small shell, and of course I can't make it any bigger, so yeah. But yeah, okay. So here you can see I'm putting in the host station, and it's not functional because you can't turn this lot into a restaurant because there's no cooking area, and there was no bathroom. Like, I can't believe I forgot a bathroom. I can't believe I wasn't like, okay, we're gonna put down all the requirements and we're gonna fit it. I was just so focused on seating, and I was like, bathroom? No. Functional cooking area? Absolutely not. Haha, funny joke. Um, so yeah, this wall is like the only good thing in my opinion about this entire build. This wall, and maybe the fountain outside. Like I love it because you're like, oh, it's just normal. Then I add these, and this looks cute. This kind of looks like the trellis from the high school years pack, just without the ivy. And I was like, horizontal stripes? No. Vertical stripes? No. Crisscross? Yes. Because I felt like I didn't want to be too boring. Also, you'll see if I do a lot of speed builds, which I might, you know. Honestly, like, it doesn't take me that long to build. Same thing with making Sims. I mean, I guess it takes me a while, but for some people it takes them like an hour to make a sim. It'll take me like 20 minutes to make a sim because all my Sims dress the same. They all dress the same. They all have the same I was gonna say they all have the same hair, but they don't. They kind of do. But they all dress the same. Like I only use CC clothes most of the time, unless I'm like looking for something specific. So like I know what I want because I know I know the whole like catalog of things that I use, and I'm like, okay, this sim is like this vibe, so I think I need to go to the clumsy alien section, or I need to go to gorilla. Like I know these things, so it makes it really easy for me. This part here is also one of my favorite. It was kind of hard to do. So what it is I have this thing, which I'm pretty sure makes bubbles, which is cool, I guess. And then I put behind it an aquarium, which like I was like, I want to use this thing. Where am I going to use it? And I was like, this little corner is the perfect spot. But it looks kind of weird because there's nothing behind it. So I was like, aquarium? Yes. I wish the aquarium was wider so that it fit the whole thing and there wasn't a gap, but you can't see the gap unless you're looking for the gap. Um, and yeah, okay. So here's the bar area, which is the only functional area. There are two bar stools. As you can see, this is not a functional lot. Like I know that's what you want. This lot looks pretty. That's what this lot does. This lot, you are not meant to put this in your world and be like, ooh, ooh, cute bar to go to. This is supposed to be like a fancy New Year's dinner place, which is what I was going for, and I had to turn it into a bar. I was going for like where all the rich golfers go with their millions of dollars and their chihuahuas, and they come and they eat their fancy food and they cheers with their glasses of champagne, and like that's what I was imagining where they make like business deals. Very fancy place. You need like at least $1 billion to enter, which in The Sims is like in The Sims, $1 billion is like $60,000. Because if a house is like, actually, that's a lie. I was gonna say $1 billion is like 60,000. It's more like a million is kind of like 60,000. Because like a regular house in The Sims is like I don't know, maybe 20,000. And then I'd say like the Goth's house is around 60,000 and they own six. Actually, I think it's like 100,000. But they have 60,000. So I'm kind of thinking they have a really expensive house that's supposed to be like $10 million, $7 million, around that. And then they have a million in the bank to pay rent and stuff. And because they have such high level careers, which I have never checked if they actually have high level careers. I always just assume they do. They make more on that. So I was just, yeah. The inside's almost done. Here I am talking about the simoleons, and the inside's almost done. I'm saving because, you know. Why did that save look like it took so long? This is like a sped up version. The save didn't even take that long. So here's me showing off the bottom, and now we're at the top, which is the place. You can see how long I'm pausing for because this is sped up. Like I'm really thinking because I wanted to close it off and then I realized that I can't. So I just had this random area which really annoyed me because like why? Why does this area exist? It just and then this wall, like little Simsie, I feel betrayed that you made this wall. Because like what am I supposed to do with this? If this was a restaurant, I would have been so much more happy than what came out of it. But like honestly, I did a decently good job and I really didn't want to do it again because I thought that I wouldn't be able to do what I did before because I just did so good. I mean, I didn't do so good actually, but I loved the design. I loved my idea, and I felt like if I did it again, it wouldn't look the same because I'd be so cautious on it not being the same and laying it out differently that it wouldn't be what I was going for. And I think me just leaving it and just turning into a bar after, which, okay, and I'm gonna say it now, I'm not great at editing, so what's probably gonna happen is I'm gonna end this part, and then I'll put like an ad to be screen, and then I'll have a video of me actually in there. So just be prepared for that. Um, I should have had a tab open so I can just open it without me having to wait. But I'll do a little tour of that after this is done. So the upstairs, I love the little red rug. It was like I did want like a circular rug that was the fuzzy one, but when I sized up the fuzzy one, it was too big, and sized down, it was too small. So I made my own rug. Like you can see with the white, I don't know why I did that. I mean, I like it. It kind of bothers me that it's not covering all of them. And this is the waiter station, which doesn't actually do anything unless you're working there. Like unless you're like playing with the restaurant feature, I believe at least. I haven't played with it yet because it's not great. Um, so it doesn't actually do anything if you're playing there. So yeah. I have fountains in the front, but I didn't know what kind of fountain to use because I didn't have a sim here, and I didn't want to get a sim here necessarily so that I could see how it looks. Like the thing is, it's so pretty. It's just so bad. Like it's so bad. Like I really don't love it. Like, But like I said, I feel like that's what I did. And yeah, like I usually like I spent I know I said I didn't spend a lot of time. I spent under an hour on this. I think I spent like 58 minutes. But like I spent time on this and I feel that for me to just throw it all away is like. And that's why cuz I was thinking about it when I was trying to post it to the gallery. I was like, why is it saying residential? It's because I didn't meet the requirements for a restaurant. And I'm very disappointed that I didn't realize that because I literally was like, okay, the upstairs is going to be a cooking section. And I was like, no, I shouldn't do that. I should do something else. Like, I literally was like, okay, upstairs is going to be just staff. And then I was just like, nah, forget about that. That's going to be too boring. There's not going to be enough seating. I should have made the downstairs staff and the upstairs this because the upstairs has a lot of room. And so what you would do is you go straight from the host up to the thing and you'd be done, which is what I would have preferred. But okay. There's not a lot of time left on the thing, I don't think, at least, because I'm almost done. Some finishing touches. I do add something in the back. I do add, actually, I'm not going to tell you because it's all about the surprise. I think there's only a couple minutes left on the build, so yeah. I do love the upstairs. Like if I could just have the upstairs and just make the downstairs like cooking, I would do that. But I really like the bar and I honestly really like this one section down here. So I felt like where I have tables and then the back patio, that should have been a kind of cooking area and I wish I had done that. So now I'm going to add a fountain in the back, or I guess it's a pool. It's not really a fountain because I never like established that it was a fountain, but here we go. So very quickly, just finishing up the fountain. I'm going to do some landscaping around it, and then I believe that's finished built. I don't know. Oh yeah, I added some like rose petals because I thought that'd be like, a little pizzazz to it. And I was debating putting a glass, which I was like, it's gonna look horrible, and I was so right, and I'm so glad I didn't do it. This took me forever. It looks like it took me like 5 seconds, but this took me forever because I had to rotate them all so that they looked okay. It was annoying. Okay, so we're going on a trip. No, I can't sing that. Okay, so we're nearing the end here. I think I just do this. I add some white flowers, like the little bushes, and then I add a tree, and I think I'm done. I don't believe I do anything else. Okay, so we're nearing the end. I'll do a little thing at the end, and then you'll have your 1 moment later with my bad editing skills, and you'll have back in the build. Okay, perfect. Bye, I guess, for now. Okay, we are loading in to the build. I don't know why I did the little 5 thing because it wasn't 5. But we are going. Doo-doo-doo. Okay, so like I said, it's quite different. I I don't know. I know I can do better, and like this is just not it. Oh, wait, let me just pop. Okay, so the outside is the same, so we're just gonna move away from that. This bottom floor is the same as well. You can see it's now a bar, which is up here. Okay. So this is all different, obviously. There's a little date spot, which I think I'll still, like, I kind of like the idea of this because I never have anywhere to go. I have this, which I don't need. And then I had to add a couple more bar stools, so I put them up here. This is actually kind of cool, a little spot as well for a date. And then I added a very small bathroom for one person. So I didn't change that much, but I did change it, and it's no longer a restaurant. I posted it to the gallery, but otherwise the outside still looks the same. You should expect it to look the same because why would I need to change the outside? The bottom floor is the same as well. It's gorgeous as ever. I really love this room. And then my aquarium, cute. Okay, and then up here it's different, yeah. But honestly, I'm decently proud of it. I mean, like I said, I don't love it. It's not my favorite thing. If I had more time, I'd probably do it differently. But I've decided that, I don't really want to. I think I should just leave it because if I mess with it too much, I might end up with something that's not great. So, yeah. So, this is my bar restaurant thing. Honestly, if you want to use it as a restaurant, just go in. What I would suggest is you go in, because you just need to add a cooking station, is you go in and you see this area right here, you close it off, like maybe like you put a wall here and here, make this table smaller, and you just put a very tiny kitchen. Your cooks will not be happy about it, but it'll work. So, here we go. That is my beautiful restaurant. I do not know how this is gonna turn out, if I'm being honest, since my editing is horrible. But you know what? Don't expect the master of editing from me. Just expect a good time. Okay, so I will see you all next time. I'm planning of doing a street legacy or a cast challenge or maybe even another build. So I'm basically planning on doing anything. Maybe I'll even do a pack review. That would be really boring. Never mind. Don't pretend you didn't hear that. Okay, so I will see you all next time. Also, I just need to, before I actually end, I need to mention that my face cam will be showing up in some videos and will be showing up in some because sometimes the emoji is not working. And so I can't include it. So sometimes you won't see my emoji and sometimes you will. So you don't come for the emoji. You come for the good old-fashioned content. Hopefully. So for real now, I will see you all next time. Who Are Sims is out. Bye.